mom.
And I'm Jolie Ocampo, and I'm the dad. It all started when she was like 3 years old, back in 2018. So, start namin siyang i-trial with a certain school. So, we wanted her to experience yung summer school. And then, we let her socialize with other kids.
Socialize with
With
other
teachers.
kids.
And then after, I think it's just a month.
Yes.
No?
So like every other parent, na at 3 years old, you're expecting na may something, na she's doing something na, you're gonna try na socialize na siya.
After the trial, the summer school, so yung teacher niya, she gave us some feedback regarding her behavior and how she is with her in the classroom setup. And that's when we were told.
Yeah, she's parang in an office, her teacher sat us down and gave her observation na she's a bit different. She can't do circle time. She doesn't respond when called. And she just does things on her own. And hindi rin po siya umiiyak. So, even if madapa siya, or anything na may kinuha sa kanya, hindi siya umiiyak. So, wala siyang response. And hindi rin siya nagtotalk. So, yun, binigyan nila kami ng advice na to seek help.
At that time kasi talaga we were still parang we didn't know anything about yung this autism world or the spectrum. So everything was new for us at the time. So
Yes.
we were really relying heavily on guidance coming from the teachers and from people who have experiences coming from in that community.
And they told us like to go to, they gave us a list of therapy centers, and then we seek help there, and then gave the neurodeaf-ped for the diagnosis, which is the hardest part of our life.
No, kasi while we were not that happy with what we learned, pero we needed to move forward pa din eh. Kasi with her case, what we learned really is that parang time is of the essence talaga. You can't waste time like grieving, or you can't waste time mourning on something na ano. So we need to move forward agad. So lahat ng advice na nakuha namin on how to proceed, while we were sad, we were still doing it. We wanted to be agad, to be on top of it agad.
Yeah. So we went from the therapy center, which is the first part talaga na essential. Then they will tell us about the neurodeaf-ped. We consulted the neurodeaf-ped. They gave the diagnosis, what to do, and then we followed nga everything without delay.
So when yung neurodeaf-ped, occupational therapy would help, so we did that. Speech therapy would help, so we did that. Special education na guidance, so we really went and looked for facilities or places that can help us with those adults.
And then schooling. So since she has autism, it's very difficult to find school for her. So that's the other part na naman na we're lost. Like we don't know what to do. What now? She needs to go to school. So it's difficult because almost all the schools doesn't accept na may condition siya, they can't handle. So we homeschooled. And sakto naman it was pandemic. So we homeschooled. So after that, now she's in face-to-face school kasi ready na siya to move from our nest going to the face-to-face school. Pero all throughout, we have therapies.
Therapies, and then we did our part then as parents on when she gets home, kailangan may supplement din kami as parents.
So after that, since she's growing na, and all the therapist feedback na she needs more. We listen to them na she needs more, so we find activities for her. So that's when gymnastics came in. For the introduction, first, I think they need to know that Sophia is ASD level 2, and she has ADHD. She has sensory processing and language and impairment. So, When a child is like that, first actually, we tried ballet. So we tried ballet because that's the closest thing na meron sa amin, research. But since she has autism nga, parang ilang seconds lang, I mean, wala akong 1 minute na pinapasok, then pinalabas din. It was so hard na pinalabas din and she doesn't respond. We cannot accept her. So we searched. We searched for more because her sped therapist then said that it should be gymnastics or types because she's more dynamic. She doesn't have controls of movement, but she has power. So that's why we searched. And where did we find?
Kasi we're initially based in Pampanga, so trying to look for like gymnastics school din doon, and kaya lang unfortunately wala kang available. And nakahanap kami ng isang school dito. It's the Little Gym nandito din sa BGC. We just allowed her to try it out, and well, being the very energetic kid that she was.
She really loves like doing cartwheels, doing the movements, swinging, jumping, running.
Oh well, that was the Philippine Cup. So the Philippine Cup is like it's sponsored by the Gymnastics Association of the Philippines, and it's a competition in the like gymnastics community here, not only in the Philippines, so other countries can participate as well. So si Sofia kasi being part of like the GAP, yung Gymnastics Association of the Philippines, she was allowed to compete there. It was her first like pang pinaka-formal na competition talaga for gymnastics, and it was against all other gymnasts. No.
Yeah. Currently, wala talagang for the same. There's no specific category, so she will compete against regular kids. We were advised before because kailangan i-disclose na she will compete against regular kids, and we said yes. Na okay, we will try. There's no harm in trying, as long as the governing bodies of the competition and the association allows it. And they allowed it, so she competed. But it was really nerve-wracking. Sophia was stimming, she was nervous, she was overwhelmed because of the lights, the sound, all the people around, and yung madaming nangyayari, everything sparkling. But prior to that, she was, because everyone knows, it was disclosed in the association and the governing bodies that she has autism. She was given the chance to see the place before. So it gave her a chance to be able to regulate on the day itself. So she was able to see the venue, the equipment, because for her, for like children with the same condition as her, especially her, even if she's so good at one place, in her home gym, she was good. When you put her in a different place, she cannot generalize. So everything is new. She forgets everything. She forgets the routine. She even forgets where to go, what's that. And if you combine it with her sensory processing and everything else that's going on, she will just stop. She will just steam. And all the training, all the hard work, walang mangyayari. So she was permitted. It was a special thing that they gave her because she cannot be given any other like special treatment on the competition. So she was given the prior one just to see.
So in terms of her on how we saw her reaction towards yes, she was overwhelmed. But during the competition itself naman, nung time na niya to perform, parang there's like parang nagkaka-button parang pag narinig na niya yung there's this cue kasi yung parang
there's a buzzer.
Parang buzzer na parang
that's what happens. It was the first time actually that we saw it, that once the buzzer, it was we're really nervous. Once she heard the buzzer, she turned on her gymnastics stuff, and it was like an autopilot thing and from start to finish. But the end, that's also where she got distracted and all. But during the routine, it was like a different person doing it.